Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Out to short. Tosses across to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a guy or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belch. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And at second with one away, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouled off left side.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The pitch. Vladdy down. Big swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. On to second, but he's in there. Safe. A run comes in on the play.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Guerrero, the runner at second with one away. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first, and he held back according to Larry Bullard. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it. George Springer leaves the yard. Home run number 15 on the year. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Oh, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now it's Matt Chapman. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball that's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
2 down, nobody on. That misses the zone. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. The wide to kick the pitch. On the ground. And foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And getting to start, Alek Manoah. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Now at the plate, Ryan Rocchio. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Righty delivers. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Andres Gimenez. Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here comes a pitch. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Here's Cole Calhoun. The pitch. And a count 1-2.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter out.
And that gets down for a base hit. Run comes in from second, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Laureano comes up to hit. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Singing Alek Manoah's turned into one of the better starters in the American League. Blue Jays drafted him out of West Virginia. He was the 11th overall pick in the 2019 draft.
Yeah, and just a year later, a big league all-star. So developed pretty quickly, and a front-end rotation guy for the Toronto Blue Jays.
And a pitch.
3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Will Brennan to bat next. And he deals. Center field. Lukes under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top of the second, and the batter now, Cavan Biggio.
The second baseman, Cavan Biggio.
And the right-hander deals. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here is Nathan Lukes. The 1-1 is fouled off. Biggio aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's even up. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the guy on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make guys earn it.
The pitch. Into center. Straw has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting down. The shortstop, Santiago Espinal.
And now the shortstop, Santiago Espinal. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And here it comes. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Syndergaard to throw over, and he's back in there. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Brandon Bell now at the plate. And 1-2. First and second, 2 down. Next one misses. It's 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
The 2-2 on the way. And that one's going to get into the corner. Row cut off, now to the plate, but it's offline. And they lead by 4. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Doubled his first time up. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here's a 1-2. And that's too high. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Bell coming home. He'll score easily, and the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up at RBI. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Man at first, George Springer getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Chris, one of the things that's really cool about George Springer's story is what he has overcome. As a kid, he had a lot of anxiety, and he had a stutter, and he's a guy now that speaks publicly and does so. And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Guardians 1. Back here in Cleveland, bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Will Brennan. And the pitch.
That's ball 2.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Kicks and deals.
Nope. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with the quick free pass.
Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Struck him out looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians. Here's a 2-2. Fastball almost got him there. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
So now 1-2. trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. On the ground to third, might be two. Throws to second for one. Over to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide right there at second base, but that's a legal slide. I like that because you're trying to do whatever you can to break up the double play, and it looked like it had an effect on that throw just a little bit. Couldn't get enough on it to get the second out at first for that double play. Nice job by the base runner.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Brian Rocchio. Hot shot to third. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Guys are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. Went down on strikes his first time through. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Righty to the plate, and that one upstairs. Jose Ramirez next to bat for Cleveland. Tenna, the lead runner, out at second. Rocchio on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. On the ground to short. To first, and that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Guardians 2. Welcome back. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Just off the outside part of the plate. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Kevin Biggio up to the plate. The 1-1. Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Checks his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. And now the center fielder, Nathan Lukes. Flied out his first time. Next offering is down low. Up the middle. Nice grab. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Guardians 2. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Jose Ramirez.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization, who's the best hitter, in the lineup, they would say him.
And a pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that squirts through.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So a man aboard. Cole Calhoun digs in for the Guardians. Ball to strike.
Ball, that's out.
Here's a 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Pickoff throw. Ramirez back in standing. Here's the 2-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ramirez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
He's going.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
The pitch. He goes down looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Two on the way. And there's a ball.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
To 3rd. Chapman over to first in time. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Guardians lead 1. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back here at the ballpark, and here is Santiago Espinal. That's a laser base hit.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Whit Merrifield. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him swinging.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate you know you've committed and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Left-hand batter waits.
Nope.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
And the righty deals. That one fouled off. 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that one ripped to left. Yeah, they get Belt for the out. 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Righty delivers. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Noah Syndergaard out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Angel De Los Santos comes on now. He last pitched 2 days ago. So 2 on with 2 away. And now the right fielder, George Springer. He's already homered in this game. Hammered to center. No doubt about this one. Way out of here. Gone. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 9-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Matt Chapman. Hit hard. That gets through.
Now batting, the catcher.
Runner at first with 2 away. And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. That one's in there. 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Over to first, and he saved. Chapman off of first with 2 away. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 3. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. It's now a 9-2 ball game. Here in Cleveland, and now the catcher comes up to him. Bo Naylor. Kicks and fires. And that's outside. Activity in the bullpen. Yusei Kikuchi, the left-hander, up and throwing. Francis, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The center fielder, number 7,
Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key, Just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. You know, he saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Jose.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Jose Tenna.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. The Guardians go down in order. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's going to be Kevin Biggio.
Kevin Biggio.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Here's the center fielder, Nathan Lukes.
Nathan Lucas.
The 1-1. There's the strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And it's filled up. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got it by him for the K. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 outs. Hard hit right side. Calhoun takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they still lead it 9-2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Yusei Kikuchi. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So the lineup flips over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. The line of the pitch. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two down. Fights it off. You'll see another. Next pitch misses inside, and it's a full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's to third. Chapman sends it across to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Now the number 2 hitter, Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
3-2 now.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these guys. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.